what every Russian schoolboy knows.
Good time of day to all of you, my chess friends. This is Grandmaster Yermolinsky. Welcome back. What every Russian schoolboy knows. I would like to continue today with my series of could-have, would-have, should-have, talking about some unsung heroes of chess history who, for one reason or another, most likely through no fault of theirs, were not able to fully realize their chess potential and who, in my opinion, as I said, could have been much greater players. Alright, so we started with Harry Nelson Pillsbury, untimely death of his and all that, you know. Well, then what? Going through, honestly, with all due respect, you know, to all the great players of the early 20th century, I know you expect me to talk about Rubinstein or Nimzovich. I don't know really who else. Should I talk about Reti? Nah, it's probably... Okay, Nimzovich or Rubinstein. Well, why didn't I choose these guys? Because I would stop them from becoming better players. It's not like they were bad players, they were great players, but they weren't as good as Capablanca or Alekhine. Were there any particular circumstances that prevented them from accomplishing greater success? World War I? No, well, if Capablanca kind of was able to tide it over, you know, in the safety of the United States, Alekhine certainly did not. Well, he was right in the middle of this whole thing. So, really don't know. Well, I know you might disagree with me, but I would rather skip those guys. And besides, enough was said about them, and I did some of my own work on videos on Rubinstein in particular. So I have to move on a little further down, and that brings us to beginning of World War II. And the player we're going to be talking about today is the German young master. I don't know if he ever attained the Grandmaster title, Klaus Junge. And you say, what? Who is this guy, Klaus Junge? Well, the thing is that he died when he was 21 years old. And I'm gonna show you some of his games from the war period, and they'll probably give you some idea how good he already was at the age of 17 and 18. And I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I think he could have improved, and he really could have become one of the greatest players in the world. Okay, this game, Junge plays black against Ludwig Rellstab, and that's from Munich tournament 1942. Obviously, during the war, chess events were, you know, very sparse. That was one of the main ones, I'd say. If you look at the cross tables of those tournaments, you'll see a few familiar names, led by Alexander Alekhine, who was still world champion at that time, and Paul Keres. Alright, so the Junge is 18 years old at the time this game was played, and let's look at the game. Mind it, 1942. The triangle system. The semi-Slav, rather. No, but it's not the semi-Slav. The knight is not on f6 yet. The Czech defense, they call it sometimes. e3. Okay, with this move order, what happens if white goes knight f3? Oh yeah, of course, the famous notable variation. Would Junge have played it at that time? I don't know. There are so few games over there.